Hey, what's up YouTube? CAWWE12W here, back with another video and another review, of course. And I did say a few months back when I did a review on this guy here that I was going to go ahead and review him once he was weathered and kind of revamped pretty much, you know. That's what I wanted to do, and here he is. He's already done with, and I just finished him up right now. I had done some rework on him and stuff like that, but he wasn't complete. But now he is pretty much complete. So if I ever see anything I need to do, then I'll go ahead and do. There is one thing I might do, and I'll get to that once I start reviewing him. So why not go ahead and start? So let's start. All right. So bring him closer here. So here we got the 1/6 scale Sideshow Freddy Krueger Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2 figure. I know it says Nightmare on Elm Street only on the box, but this is a Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, guys. So I actually have the movie on pause right now here, and I was getting details, you know, off of the movie, and you know, trying to get the accuracy on this 1/6 scale figure, you know. So the hat, you know, pretty much has, you know, the same, you know, damages that it has in the actual film. Bring this to the light and you see right there's one thing there. The head sculpt, as you already know, for those that own this figure, you know that's Freddy's likeness from Part 2. I mean, look at the eyes. See if I get a good angle on this. Alright, doesn't want to focus, guys, but I think you can actually, let me see, I think you can actually, there we go. It's kind of a good focus. You can see the eyes right there, that they're the same eyes as Part 2, of course. So yeah. So anyways, I went ahead and I dirtied up the sweater a bit. With the light here to my left, you can't really see it, but let me see. Let me turn it off real quick and see if you can see it. Hold on 1 second. Let me see if you can see the dirt in it. Well, you could kind of see it, but it darkens up the sweater, the weathering and stuff like that. So camera's not catching too much of the weathering, but the weathering is there definitely. It's all over here and stuff like that, all over. This is a very bright sweater once you get the figure out of the box and stuff like that. So you will notice and stuff that pretty much the figure is, you know, comes with a very bright sweater. I took off the little neck part that most owners of these figures say it's a Kermit the Frog neck. I actually put it to the way that it looks on the second film, on Freddy's Revenge, and a lot of people say that this sweater is horrible, but I gotta tell you guys, this sweater is very accurate to Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, and I'm about to show a picture of how Freddy looked in Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, but I'll get there in a second. The only thing that I gotta say, you know, that it was not accurate was, you know, of course, the neck. You gotta go ahead and do a little touch up on that, you know, make it look accurate. And then, you know, down here, the sweater was super long. It reached to like about down here. So I went ahead and shortened it up. You know, as you can see the weathering there, you can get a good angle. You know, did weathering in the bottom, make it look as much as possible like in the film. And you know, the sweater was a tiny bit baggy. It wasn't completely like fitted on, you know, Robert Englund in the film. So you know, it's not a bad looking sweater. Like a lot of people, you know, make this sweater say it's so horrible and stuff like that. But you know, the only thing that, you know, here in the arms, you know, it's just there. It's supposed to be a little bit more tighter here by where the, you know, by where Freddy's arm is at. So you know, that's the only thing I gotta say. It's not tighter here, but if it was just a bit tighter, it would have, you know, been more accurate. But all in all, you know, it's not a bad sweater. You know, to be honest with you, now that I revamped it and I watched the, you know, Freddy's Revenge film, I actually noticed that, you know, the sweater is accurate, guys. I'll tell you, because on this side of where his, you know, his glove is at, he actually had four green lines, and the green line started right from the top. And you know, I'm actually looking at the Paul's movie right now, and it's the same thing. Same thing goes with this arm. Freddy had four green stripes, four dark green stripes on that side as well. So the sweater is pretty much, you know, it's not 100% accurate, but it's 98.9% accurate, you know, to the Freddy's Revenge film. You just, you know, the 2% just makes it the length of the sweater, and of course, the, like I said, the wrist part. But that's it. You know, it's not a bad sweater. Like people, you know, say that it's a horrible sweater, and you know, I tell those people that, you know, honestly, you know, I know we all have our opinions, but I mean, if you want, just touch up the sweater. You know, I mean, revamp it, make it look to as possible as it can look to the film, and you won't have a bad sweater. That's my advice to people out there. You know, just go ahead and give it a shot, see if you can make it look better, just like I did. You know, I really wasn't feeling the vibe of the sweater when I got this figure, and I went ahead and I did that. So so yeah, guys, that's the upper part of the figure. Let's go to the pants now. The pants on this figure, I'm gonna turn back the light so you can see better. The pants on this figure, they come brown, and I went ahead and I dyed them black, you know, and I did some weathering as well on it right there. As you can see right here, it has some weathering, and the pants go down and they're black. I cut them also on the bottom to make them look more old, weathered up, and because they also come super long. I mean, these are actually at Freddy's waist, and I wanted to pose Freddy with his hand in his pocket, just like you see right there, like he usually does in, you know, in these pictures of Nightmare on Elm Street that you see on the internet. So I wanted to go ahead and do that pose, but I couldn't do it with the shirt being long and the pants being so long and in length as well. So I went ahead and I cut them down there to make them look old, of course, and so you know, so the figure could have its pants to its waist where it belonged, because with the length that it comes, yeah, they reach about that length, but it's like all the way up here. That's where the pants starts. The pants are like all the way up here instead of being in the waist like they should be. So this is what I said that I was probably gonna go ahead and do a quick touch up. If you look at the shoes in the film are supposed to be, you know, they're like a dark brown. These look, you know, the camera's not picking it up, but they look black brown, but they look more black. So what I wanted to go ahead and do is actually make them look like the color in the film. You know, it's like a brownish, like a weathered brown. So I'll probably go ahead and pick up some dark brown paint and just weather it up and paint them. I don't know, I might do that, I'm not sure. I'll probably end up doing it though. I mean, I want it to look more accurate, you know, and stuff like that. You know, this is the Sideshow base already, as you guys have seen this before. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much you know, the figure. Of course, you know, in the back, as you can see, it's weathered. Also the sweater, you can see more in the light, you can actually see this part. It's more weathered, and you can see there. Did the same thing here in the bottom with the sweater and stuff, and the weathering there. And I would love to actually get someone to actually sculpt me a hand. You know, I don't know, maybe somebody could do it. You know, hey, anybody that's watching this video now, if you're a sculptor or you know how to sculpt hands, listen up. I would love for somebody to sculpt me a part 2 hand. You know how it was, like a hand like this, but with metal claws. You know, just like we had in part 2. You know, just like Robert Englund used in part 2. So I mean, it would be cool, you know, if you can do that for me, you know, PM me, you know, and send me a message and let me know, you know, we can work something out and see if we can, you know, do some business on that, I'm more than interested in that. I would really like to completely turn this figure into a part 2 figure, and I even plan to go ahead and do a custom stand. Hold on, I can't stand when this camera doesn't focus. There we go. I'm even planning to do a custom stand, you know, to get a custom stand done for me. You know, I know who could do that for me. A custom stand that can say Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2 Freddy's Revenge, so I could actually just, you know, put this, you know, figure on a part 2 stand, so it could be a complete part 2 figure. I'm actually looking also for a different Fandora also for this figure, because I believe that this Freddy's hat up here is just too high in length up here. It should have been a tad bit smaller, just like it is in the film, and you know, it would have been better to actually have something like that. So so yeah, guys, that is my revamped Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2 figure done by Sideshow. Let me know what you guys think. Rate it, comment, you know, like, hate it, whatever you want. Just, you know, let me know something. So yeah, guys, about the hand, don't forget, you know, hit me up if you can go ahead and sculpt me a hand with metal claws, you know, and just like in the film in Part 2. And it would be great to actually get that, and I could go ahead and put that in this Freddy. So you know, I'd like this Freddy, you know, I mean, I don't have any complaints about it, you know, just the things that you have to revamp yourself. But now that he's pretty much, you know, done, revamped, you know, I like it, you know. I'm not it's definitely, I definitely want it, you know. I definitely want to keep it, and I like it this way. I do hope to own one day Beto Matali's Freddy Part 2. Beto Matali, whatever you want to call the guy, he has the most amazing Part 2 figure. Even though it's not 100% accurate, you know, but I still think he has made the best Part 2 figure out of all customizers out there. So, you know, shouts out to Beto Matali for that. That was one heck of a figure. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you now, you know, what I was talking about, the sweater and everything on the Paul's movie here that I have of Freddy Part 2. Give me a second here. Sorry guys, is that I have my house a mess, so don't want to show it off. But here's the picture of Freddy, and yeah, I know it's not that light. You know, I wish it could be lighter, maybe, but you can still see Freddy there. And you can see that Freddy has, you know, the line up there just like the figure, and then he has 1, 2, 3, 4 in this arm, and then he has one line there, as you can see right in the top, 2, 3, 4, just like in the sweater. And then the pants are black, as you can see, and then the shirt starts right from the waist pretty much, you know. And then, you know, that's you know what I wanted to show you guys. And then I knocked off the Kermit the Frog just like, and try to make it as much as I can with this, so you know, it's not bad looking. And then there's the hat, like I was telling you guys. You see the hat is not as tall as the figure is. So so yeah, that, you know, those are the little tad things, you know, that I do want, like I said, if you're watching this, you know, if you can get me a custom Fandora that looks just like this one, hey, hit me up, you know, and we see if we can work something out. And same thing for the hand, you know, this is the hand that I'm looking for that figure, you know, with some metal claws or whatever. If you know, any of you guys that could go ahead and sculpt me one like that, it would be great. Let me know. And so yeah, guys, and there are the shoes, as you can see. That's the color I want to get. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, rate the video, hate the video, love the video. Let me know what you guys think about my custom my revamped Sideshow figure. So yeah, guys, till next time, this is CAWWE12W here signing off. God bless you guys.